Welcome, football fans, to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They will throw to get us started here. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Man in motion, out of the slot. On play action, here's May. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. And with Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. Here's May. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set to go now from the 35. Again, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry from Christian McCaffrey. He dodged the tackle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
After the sack, offense dealing with 3rd and goal now from the 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. George Kittle, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
49ers closing in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Gibbs now from the gun. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Nick Bosa makes the stop. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away. Don't take a sack in that situation.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He's got it at the 24. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Draw play. This is McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
In the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
May now from the gun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And this one does not go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Now May on 3rd and long. And I'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Keeps away from one. And this one won't get there. It looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going for it on an option play left. And he's in for the touchdown. touchdown! My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second try. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. It's a design boot. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now the Lions call him timeouts. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
It's a gain of 10. And the Lions first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Making the call himself. This gets the 1st and more. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Another one caught by St. Brown. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. They send a tight end in motion. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get their first points of this game just before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. The Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. The 49ers are ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. They're going to need some unlikely magic here if they want to find any points with almost no time remaining. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. 2nd down, looking for options. Avoids the sack. And he's down to almost, nope, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a gain of 22. And the Lions have a first down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. It's Montgomery on the counter. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Got to manage 3 yards here. 3rd and goal. Lamar back to throw. Makes the catch. No luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the 2nd half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see a crow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop 1.
That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Off the play action, May. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Third down, and they need to get 10. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air on 1st down. May hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's May. Going the out route, complete. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Trying to sneak May. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's May to the air. This one taken in by Chase. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He'll throw it. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. They'll go. It's McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now lead by 10. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. When that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions offense returning to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. They gain 11 on that play, and the Lions have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Gets some space around midfield. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now. Jackson yet again. He's got it downfield near the edge. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Lamar throwing again. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Second and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's Laporta again. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 13-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jackson's going to throw again. Another one caught by St. Brown. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here he is to throw. It's in or no. They dropped another one. It's dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And it's recovered by the offense. But Brock, it's 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. And they stop him from advancing it further. Nice job rallying to it after some chaos there. A very eventful turnover on downs. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but it can be so tough to win on the road. And there's some dejected faces now as they leave this football field.
Oh, and that flight home, oh, it's going to be a long one, a silent one, as they ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, even on the road. And heading home just gives them all extra time to think about what went wrong, but more importantly, how to fix it.